Welcome back. You're still watching One You Connect, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Our guest today was an entrepreneur, artist, journalist, event organizer, and a trained chef in the Philippines. She went to London in 2014 to further her studies as a chef, where she met her future husband, John. Like many migrants, she left the life she has known, family, friends, and moved here in the UK to be with her husband. She tries her best to do or to represent Filipinos in the community. So, Kiara, tell us more about our guest.
Yeah, so among her achievements are International Women's Day Top 5 Business Women awarded by Women's Business Club in 2020, Fairtrade Big Brew and Bake Off overall winner in 2020, Creative Business of the Year winner awarded by Women's Business Club in 2019, first place winner Flower Art Cheltenham Horticultural Society in 2019, and Best New Business of the Year finalist awarded by Women's Business Club 2018. Let's all welcome to the show, Miss Viva Andrada of Flynn. Welcome po.
Hi, Viva. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Kiara, let me just... Hi.
Mabuhay po lahat. Hello sa lahat ng nanonood ng One You Connect. Thank you for having me here in your show, Rose and Kiara.
Hi, Viva. Yes. Actually, we're saving the best for last because I wanted to share with everybody that during the lockdown, Viva won in a poetry competition about COVID-19. It's the World Humanitarian Drives COVID Times Poetry Competition Top Winner 2020. So congratulations on that. Can you please tell us more about this?
Thank you so much, Rose. So I wrote this award-winning poem during the lockdown in the UK. So World Humanitarian Drive said there were more than 3,000 entries, and we're lucky that we had an entry from the Philippines, and we were also one of the top winners. I actually thought that there would be a lot more Filipinos who would join the contest, as I think there's just so much talent in the Philippines. And I couldn't believe that I was the only one representing the Philippines. So I've also been representing the Philippines in other competitions here in the UK as well, just as what you mentioned earlier, Rose, that I won Creative Business of the Year awarded by Women's Business Club last year.
Wow, congratulations. Kasi when I was reading your profile, you have been around. I mean, you've been joining competitions in the UK. So what was your purpose in doing that?
Well, because I'm here in the UK, so I'm just far away from family and friends back home in the Philippines. So I just want to do my best to represent where I come from, which is in the Philippines. So I also want others to see the goodness and creativity of the Filipino people. So I also joined this contest. It was actually something I was writing first for myself. So I watch the news and then I find out the death toll and how it's constantly increasing. And well, I think that every life is important and we're just losing them to this virus. And so these are family, they're mourning the loss of their loved ones. So with so much going on and things that we just can't control, I was thinking, what can I do to help and how can I reach out? So I'm a writer, so I write to unleash my inner survivor. And then I write down what I'm going through, my personal experience. Then I think that I'm not the only one going through this, so I use my words to inspire myself and hopefully others as well. Rose.
Wow, fantastic. Kiara, you have a question for Viva?
Yeah, before everything else, when did you start to write these poems?
Poetry.
Oh, when did I start? I started writing poetry when I was 9 years old. Well, I started because it was something we had to do for school. And then I just grew to love it. And then so I've been doing it all the time. And then also when I was in college at St. Paul in Quezon City, So I had this professor. His name is Abe Rator, Dr. Abe Rator, and then so he was reading my poems, and then he told me that the content, the quality was really good. So he encouraged me to come out with a book. So during my 18th birthday, I've had a book launch of my first book, Light of Dawn.
What is the book about?
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, Light of Dawn. It has all sorts of poems that I've written when I was a child till when I was 17 years old.
Wow, that's interesting. How do we get hold of that book?
Yeah, I think it was available at National Bookstore, but I'm not sure if it's still available. I also have another book, Survival: Your Guide to Life, that's also being sold at National Bookstore, but I'm not sure if they still have stock there.
Oh, I see. So I saw also, Viva, that there were people in the list of the winners. So is it like there's winner per country, or there's only one winner for all?
There were several winners from different countries, and it just happened that I was the only one representing the Philippines at that time on that contest. But
Yes.
it came from different parts of the world, and there were over 3,000 entries, and then they just selected a few from that. And then also, as a result of that, from being one of the top winners, so World Humanitarian Drive also chose me to be their global media relations. So I'm helping them
Wow.
with their events right now on Facebook and other
Wow,
platforms.
interesting. So Viva, you're really making use of your time efficiently during the lockdown. We came from a segment wherein Marites, Feng Shui Queen Marites Allen was talking about, following your routine, even if it's lockdown, you are doing the same. You've been busy doing poetry and all that. Um, I think at this point, we would like to listen to that poem that you have written. Is this
Okay,
something that you can do for us? Would you be able to read it for us?
definitely. So the title is Who Knew? Who knew we could be heroes? Staying at home all day, binging on TV shows and movies. We're dressed in PJs. Sofa is our throne. Dreaming, planning, resting, healing ourselves in nature, experimenting on our play and creativity palette. What can we learn today? A new language, hobby, craft, skill, level up? What can we support? Even a 99-year-old war veteran can walk to raise millions in donations. Why can't we? Just giving fundraising to help those in need. We work from home, mingle with our family and friends online. We fight the virus from spreading. Together, one world at home, while frontliners work around the clock to keep life moving. Staying at home all day? We could be heroes. Who knew? Thank you.
Thank you, Viva. Thank you for that. Yeah, for those inspiring words. Kiara, na-inspire ka ba?
Opo, kasi it perfectly summarized our whole situation right now in the most simplest and inspiring way.
Great. Viva, you have a gift with words, but I saw on your Facebook and Instagram that you're also into cake making.
Yes, that's right.
Yes?
Rose. Yes. So my company is called La Viva Cakes and Craft. So it's nearly 3 years ago. That was when I attended Angela D'Souza's Ultimate Business Course workshop with Bataras training. So I feel fortunate also to become part of that, because last year has been a blessing for me because I won Creative Business of the Year awarded by Women's Business Club. So it feels great to be part of a women's business club, a national network of businesswomen that aims to connect, support, and empower women who are in business.
So, Viva, you are a busy woman. You make yourself busy by doing a lot of things. You're into your poetry, you do cakes. I'm it might be a silly question kasi paano nga ba tayo magpaplano sa panahon ng pandemya? But what do you intend to do after the pandemic? Will you be launching a new business?
Maybe it also helps that before the pandemic, I was already doing a lot. So pre-COVID times. So here in the UK, I've also been dabbling into events. So I've organized craft fairs at different venues in Gloucester. And then because of the pandemic, I've taken those craft fairs into a virtual fair. So I've been hosting, well, two fantastic virtual fairs already. So we're in people's homes. And then also during the lockdown, I've also flexed my writing muscles. And then so I've also been into art. So I'm also an artist. So another thing that I've done during the lockdown was to join art workshops organized by Art Shape based in Gloucester. And I think that they really look after their artists, and they actually send us art packs to keep us entertained and inspired during the lockdown. And then so also thanks to Art Shape, I'm one of Gloucester's emerging artists.
Okay. So sa kwento sa atin ni Viva, napatunayan niya na even during the pandemic, marami pa rin po tayong pwedeng gawin. Viva, you are in the UK for 4 years. I'm sure mas mahirap sa panahong ito dahil lockdown. How do you deal with homesickness na ngayon na hindi mo makikita ng face-to-face yung family mo? And maybe your advice to those who would be in a similar situation?
Thanks, Rose. So I'm a Filipina living here in the UK, and so being around Filipinos here in the UK, it makes me feel less homesick. It's also fantastic that there's this Filipino organization in Gloucestershire. They support members with events and activities. Pero ngayon nga na because of pandemic, so online din yung pagbigay ng inspiration. So thank you to our chairman Raymond for giving us inspiration during the lockdown through Refresh on Gloucestershire Pinoy's Facebook page. Tapos I'm also the secretary of Filipino Association of Gloucestershire. And the good thing about yung these times talaga, yung technology natin, naging advanced na siya compared to a decade ago. Diba? So parang we could keep in touch through WhatsApp, Viber, yung online, we could do Facebook then. So we could still keep in touch. Nakaka-miss talaga and nakaka-worry sa mga family and friends natin back in the Philippines. But we still try to keep in touch online. At saka, it's not like before. Dati pag tumawag ka ng call overseas, it would cost like lots and lots of money. Pero ngayon, kasama na siya ng internet payment mo rin. So, I think it's better that our internet is better, our means of communicating online. Yeah, so,
Great.
thanks.
Yes. Yeah, well said. Inabot ko pa yung time na yon that I had to buy yung mga cards to use and to call my parents and my siblings or my friends in the Philippines. But now it's much easier. Well, Viva, thank you for sharing your story with us. And also, nakaka-inspire din because during the lockdown, you have won in a competition. You've made use of your time efficiently. And thank you for sharing that wonderful poem with us. Maraming salamat.
Rose, is it okay if I just share like just a Survivor's Manifesto? If there's like space for it, if you'll find it. It's like instead of
What is that? Okay. Okay. Go ahead quickly. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I would just like to share Survivor's Manifesto, something I've written to give inspiration to Filipinos everywhere. I survive, strive, and thrive despite life's challenges. I stay strong and hold on even when I want to quit. I keep pushing, keep dreaming, keep my passion burning, even in the face of opposition. I respect myself at all times. I stay alert and focused on my goals. I learn from every experience, life teaches me, and get better every day. I survive and adapt to changes. I swim and stay afloat even in the face of panic. I keep a cool head and flow with the changing times. I survive heartbreaks, separations, disappointments, pain and loss. I love and cherish life. I build relationships and have a support network. I won't burn bridges. I connect with people of all ages, walks, and fields of life. I believe every life stage has lessons to teach. I can lean on others and they can lean on me. We survive, we are survivors.
Thank you so much, Viva Andrada O'Flynn. Thank you for this opportunity to talk to you, for sharing your story with us. Magbabalik po ang One You Connect with Immigration 101, Immigration Consultant Jean Alcantara.